defense24.com. I'm Dr. Alexander Olech, and today with me is Olaf Werner, Joint Force Training Center, Bydgoszcz. Good morning.
Good morning.
Huge pleasure having you with us today, and also we have a marvelous conference in Wrocław. And I would like to ask about your area of research. And here, how does computer-assisted wargaming support decision-making process could be useful under real operational constraints?
Thank you for, first of all, the possibility to take part here in that conference, and thank you for the question. I believe, or we believe in Joint Force Training Center, that the computer-assisted wargaming supports the core headquarters. That's our primary customer, not in the decision-making, but actually in the review of their real-world plans. So you know that after the Russian attack on the Ukraine, NATO has reviewed and developed NATO defense plans, and those plans needs to be tested. And that's what we try to support with our computer-assisted wargaming concept.
Does it mean that under those circumstances, when we have Russian hybrid threats and those challenges on the eastern flank zone, we can also develop wargaming and in the future develop our future decisions?
Yeah, I think there's two aspects. As you might know, there is the so-called educational wargaming where you actually train staffs or leaders in taking decisions and living with the consequences. And what we try to do is analytical wargaming, where actually we test, we play elements, focused elements of the plans, and then afterwards we analyze what went wrong, what went well, what needs to be reviewed. So therefore we are actually supporting the refinement of those regional plans.
So when we talk about new technologies, I have to ask about artificial intelligence. So in what ways can AI and machine learning enhance in the future the accuracy and adaptability of NATO tactical level wargaming? Because here NATO for us is extremely crucial.
Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to actually receive some support from AI, because currently the simulation systems that we have are very, very good in the granularity, but they require a lot of operators. And this is normal for computer-assisted exercises. But we want to have a wargaming tool, but we don't need those huge army of operators on the KEX team. And therefore we need some AI support where the AI actually can replace this and can give us the decisions that normally would be taken on lower levels and execute this in the simulation system.
If you could name 3 chances with regards to simulated scenarios of wargaming to real world and what will be happening in the future. 3 chances for us and also for the NATO armies.
I'm not sure if I understand the question about the chances correctly, but I think what we for sure do is, first of all, we test and we review if the plans as such work. Because planners make mistakes, and you all know that you need to test the plan, and you need to review the plan, and you need to refine the plan when there is changes. The second thing is, because we are training in the real-world environment with real-world force setups, we can also test if the forces that the nations are able to provide or are willing to provide are sufficient, or what actually would be the consequence if we had different forces, if we have new technology. So therefore I think the one is to test the plan if the plan is solid at all. The second is then to actually review what could be the influence of other technology, of other forces, and also what could be the difference if the enemy does different things. We all look now at the Ukraine, and I'm pretty sure that we can learn there a lot. On the other side, we have to remind ourselves Russia would fight NATO differently because we also have different assets. So we need to find the right combination out of our old processes and tactics and the observations that we currently, unfortunately, have to make in the Ukraine.
You perfectly understood my question, because any chance could be also some kind of threat or a challenge. So thank you very much for sharing some of your remarks and your knowledge, and I hope we'll be seeing you next year for International Conference on Wargaming. Thank you.
Thank you very much.